It's Week 7 of the National Football League.
And coming up, we'll see the electric Jaden Daniels.
He's your top dog in the league this season, ranking first in passing yards. It's the Jets and the Steelers on Sunday night primetime.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, we look at this Steeler ball club entering play. They were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week is they put it together in every phase. Good offense, good defense, and some key plays on special teams. Let's see if they can get that second win in a row.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Jets, they too were winners last time out, so something's got to give here.
I love it when both teams come in off of wins. Great mindsets, and it usually leads to a really well-played game.
Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And he won't quite make it to the 25. So the Steelers offense getting set for their first drive. They'll be led out by a guy who had a shaky 3 seasons in the Big Apple, drafted 3rd overall by the team he goes up against here today, the New York Jets. It's Sam Darnold. They run with a dangerous Saquon Barkley. And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line. These are his numbers from last week's contest. And Charles, how do you think he ran the football?
I thought he definitely had his moments. I did think that they could have utilized him a little bit better, and I'm definitely going to keep an eye on him to see how they're going to use him this week.
Now Darnold. And that's incomplete. This defense for the Jets, they were terrific last week in the victory over Buffalo.
And that's not the half of it. They forced 7 turnovers in that game, and I know we always talk about turnovers coming in bunches once you force the first one, but 7? That seems almost impossible.
Under pressure now, Darnold, and he goes down. Matt Judon, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on 4th down. Deontay Hardy back deep. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. That's taken on the 25. A big boot that time. 57 yards the official distance. And the Jets will take over. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. Leading him out, their young quarterback, the rookie from LSU.
And what a first half of the season he's had, leading the NFL in passing yards to this point. He's been a tough man to slow down. So this defense certainly has its work cut out for him.
Daniels looking to throw. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. First carry for the Iowa State man, Breece Hall. And boy, it is tough to bring him down that time. He surges forward. He's going to get a full 6 out of that. 2nd down. The numbers for him from a week ago. A boatload of carries, 69 yards.
It's been a strong season for him thus far, sitting currently 7th in the NFL in rushing. He gives their offense really good flexibility because if he's gashing a defense, they can ride him to an early.
Pressure comes and the Steelers take him down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. A few issues here on the offensive line. Apparently, he got sacked 5 times last week. They got to him here in the first quarter.
And I would think that running the ball would be paramount here because it's a different team they're facing, but they watch the film as well. So they'll take many of those same principles and try and apply them in this game to see if they fixed what was wrong with them in the last game.
50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a first down.
That's really good play design right there, and it's one that comes down to the offensive line. It's a deep in route, but it's only going to work if that line gives you time in the pocket to wait for the route to develop. Mission accomplished there as they pick up the first down.
To throw is Daniels. A short throw, and that's hauled in by Mayer. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4. The ball resting on the 20. Here's 2nd and 6. Now Daniels. This pass out wide to Hall. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8. On the bootleg, it's Daniels. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Deebo Samuel, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Jets put the Knights' first points on the board as they take the early lead. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Steelers offense led by their running back headed out for the 2nd possession. And he's run well here in the first half of the season, no doubt. You can see the graphic. NFL leader in rushing coming into the weekend. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they are right at the 500 mark on the year and got there with a victory a week ago.
And I think right now I put myself in the shoes of the head coach and say, all right, time to reset a little bit. And I don't give my team a win one for the Gipper speech, but I do say, look, we haven't played our best football yet, but we are at 500 and we're still in it. Let's try and string a few of these victories together, and we're capable of doing so.
It's the first time that they've looked his way tonight, and he comes up with a first down on the play. In motion left goes a tight end. A first down carry for Barkley. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. They'll run wide side here with Barkley. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Darnold. This one taken in by Stover. And he will have a Steelers first down by about a yard as they find a way to convert there on 3rd down and 5. Barkley, inside handoff. Broke through some contact, but unable to reach the 40. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. 2nd down, here's Barkley again. And the lane closes up quickly as he'll get about 3 down to the 38. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
40 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
So a solid run by Saquon Barkley and another 1st and 10 here. Back to throw, Darnold. He's got this complete to Stover, the tight end. They'll wind up getting just a yard, and it'll be second down.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 17-yard line.
Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
Eluding the pressure right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. A big loss there of about 7 yards on 1st and goal, so now it's 2nd down. Throwing quickly, Darnold, that's complete. Only able to pick up 2, and that leads us to 3rd and goal.
That was an okay hook up there with his tight end, but unfortunately, they didn't get the kind of yards they had hoped for. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
Now Darnold on 3rd and goal. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down. Here's Chad Ryland now on for the field goal. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And his kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Back onto the field come the New York Jets for their 2nd drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
To the 43, 2nd down. The Jets sitting at a very solid 4-2 record through the first 6 weeks. They come in playing pretty good football, winners of 4 of their last 6 games.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Give them a gain of 5 on the completion. And 3rd and 1 now. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. Throwing now is Daniels. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a 1st down.
This is a nice job of just taking what the defense is going to give you on 3rd down. You're not looking for a big play downfield. You just want to find something that can get you past the marker. They found it and were able to keep the drive moving.
And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. From the 41, here's 2nd and 6. To the air goes Daniels. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. John Franklin Myers, the one in there to drop him.
Yeah, some real defensive resistance there, saying not so fast to a good drive. They had marched to the end zone the last time out.
Seventh play in this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Here's Daniels. And the pressure gets to him again. John Franklin Myers, 2 plays in a row now that he has gotten in there for the sack, and it brings up 4th down. And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Yeah, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game, I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center. On is the punter Scott here as he gets this one away. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. Second quarter action from Pittsburgh. It is the Steelers in control of the football. 2nd and 9 now from the 21. As they've got it as we resume action. Now it's Darnold. And that one too wide and incomplete.
Well, he left no doubt about that one, because even though he hasn't left the pocket, he's got a receiver in the area, so it's not grounding, even though there was no way that ball was going to be caught.
He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
He's 2nd in the NFL in interceptions, and you understand why. He plays a game of great intelligence, understands positioning, and has a great ability to break on the football when it's in the air.
So fun to watch his closing speed, and another example of it on that play. On the return, Hardy. And when it's said and done, it's a 58-yard punt. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. The Jets offense and Jaden Daniels getting set for this next possession. And he's an early front runner for MVP in the NFL here in the first half of the season. As you can see, he's a league leader in passing yards at this stage of the game. Now Hall to start the drive. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. They go play action. Daniels. To the right side, here's Mayer. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Back to throw now on 1st down. It gets it right back to Mayer. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's 2nd down.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he could break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. From the shotgun, it's Daniels. Throw right side is going to be caught by Samuel. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard. They'll look to throw again. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Jets 1st down, and he'll have it by plenty as they're able to keep the drive alive on 3rd and inches. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the 1st down.
He's got the hook up downfield to Samuel. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Deebo Samuel with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And they are able to add on to their advantage. What a first half he is compiling here. He's already over 100 yards receiving and now 2 touchdowns, CD.
Brandon, you know I don't like to play the game where you start projecting when you're at a certain point. But let's face it, he's off to a tremendous start. So 200 yards, 4 touchdowns. I don't think anything's out of the question right now. He's blowing up coverages. You've got to double him every snap. Otherwise, he's going to defeat you on almost every play.
Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11. The Jets kick team out now to boot this one away. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives.
Into a sea of defenders and intercepted. It's Joshua Williams with a pick. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. Certainly not his best throw that time, and not a good time to make it, Charles, when they were in nickel with 5 defensive backs on the field.
And that's exactly why you have those 5 DBs out there. You want extra speed on the field, guys who have ball skills and understand what the passing game can do, and gives them a chance to react and make a play on the football, and they take one of those away.
Out is their quarterback with this offense to take over once more. He had a couple of touchdown passes in that game last week, and he's matched that with 2 in the first half here as his guys start 1st and 10. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. Now a 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Daniels. That pass is caught by Hardy. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
It's a pickup of 6.
And this pass rush has really been bringing the heat and has already gotten home a few times here in the first half. So how about the play call there? Sometimes if you can't protect, you've got to fool them. Screen passes like that can take a little steam out of what's been a relentless rush so far.
And he'll get about 4 there as he takes it from the 10 down to the 6. 2nd and 6. Here's Hall again. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Breece Hall. His 2nd rushing touchdown on the year as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead.
We know that the big guys won't get the credit, Brandon, but we also know that that touchdown belongs to them. Excellent job of clearing the way for their running back.
Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And the lead is up to 18 now. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it was capped off by a Breece Hall touchdown run. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. And now out come the Steelers. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Running again with Barkley on 2nd down. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
Back-to-back 4-yard runs. Now, look, if they just do that all the way downfield, ball ends up in the end zone, but that's a little difficult to do.
Yeah, I think now 3rd and 2, that defense ready to stiffen up and stop that run. And he will have a Steelers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And the Steelers 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Up the middle with Barkley. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
And that's going to be another 1st down as the tackle made at the Jets' 39. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler 1st. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's Darnold. Over the middle, caught by London. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. From the 31, here's 2nd and 2.
At the 31-yard line.
They go back to the ground now with Barkley. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw him for a loss.
It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he will have a Steelers first down, although it doesn't appear to be by much. He needed 4, and he got 4 on 3rd down. Here's Darnold. That's complete to Justin Jefferson. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. In motion, the tight end. To throw is Darnold. And caught by London. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. The passing game in rhythm right now for Pittsburgh. There's another first down. A give to Barkley out of the gun. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. 61 yards for him on the ground so far tonight, as he has been terrific in this first half. A play fake, and it's Darnold. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Levante David making his presence felt in the backfield.
Well, that was their 3rd sack of the ball game. 2nd in the league in sacks coming into this one. They're planning on making it a race to the top, aren't they?
Absolutely. They're looking up at that top spot, but they might be looking down at the 2nd spot pretty soon. This offense 2 for 2 on 3rd downs on this drive. They're in for a tough test here, though. 3rd and long. Now Darnold. And that's to the left sideline and incomplete. So 2 3rd down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a 3rd, and now they deal with 4th down. Here's Chad Ryland now on for the field goal. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And his kick here is good. And that'll get the deficit down to 15. So no problems at all on that one. And you know, there's virtually no win. This is a kicker's dream here tonight.
It absolutely is, isn't it? So to me, with no wind, it should be a passer's dream as well, right? But in this case, the defense held out. They had to force the field goal.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Jets offense and Deebo Samuel headed back on the field. And seemingly every time they've looked his way in this first half, it has resulted in a big play, as borne out by the numbers. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 38. On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And he'll get it inside the 35.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. To throw is Daniels. That's Samuel, caught left side. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a 2nd and just a few inches left. Daniels looking to throw. And he's wrapped up, taken down, back at the 25. The pressure from multiple guys there as they bury him for a big 9-yard loss. So that now 4 first-half sacks. This pass rush has been unrelenting.
And, partner, you hear that sound of paper being ripped to shreds? That's the game plan that they've had so far because they've got to say to themselves right now, we have to do something differently.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. 3rd and 9 here. Working out of the gun, Daniels. It's hauled in by Hardy. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Now Daniels. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And the Jets are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line. Now a timeout called for by the offense as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Operating from the gun, Daniels. Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. Deebo Samuel on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Jets are able to widen their lead here in this first half. And this is turning out to be something to monitor as this game goes along. That's now 3 touchdown catches for him here in this first half alone. Extra point try now for Patterson. He's got it, and the lead swells. It's 28-6. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And it's Deebo Samuel who caps things with a touchdown reception. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Steelers taking over now late in this first half as they take over with exactly 1 minute to go here before intermission. Back to throw, Darnold. This one taken in by Stover. Look at the big man rumble. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. A great play there. 71 yards. And the Steelers get a late score here in the final minute of the first half.
Well, that touchdown certainly helps, but they've got to go ahead and convert, get to the half, and figure out how to keep chopping down this lead in a second, don't they?
Yeah, they still need to regroup, and they still need to end the second quarter strong. A little bit of time left. Chad Ryland now to add the PAT. It's up. It is through. That'll make this now a 28-13 game. Well, the offense wasn't out there for a long time, but they were out there for a good time. One play, and they're able to hit pay dirt. The Jets offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And he's done everything you could have asked for coming in. He's spread it around. He hasn't taken many chances. And he's potentially on his way to a big game throwing the football. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Throwing now is Daniels. Oh, a first mistake for him in the ball game as it's intercepted. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27.
Well, it certainly felt like he was going to challenge this defense no matter what, and he stepped up and tried to throw it to the outermost edge of the zone coverage, and they were more than ready for him. The problem now is if they are limited in what they're doing throwing the football, they got to figure out how to move it without being able to throw it to the outside and throw it downfield.
The Steelers taking over now late in this first half. And now following that turnover, they've got an opportunity here to try to cash in with good field position before intermission. Middle of the field to Jefferson. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Darnold. He's got this complete to Stover, the tight end. The Steelers signal for the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. Darnold now to throw. This one goes out wide for Barkley. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Saquon Barkley from 13 yards out. And the Steelers are able to cut into that deficit. Well, forget about the weapons out wide. He knows he's got another weapon in the backfield of the passing game, Charles, and he utilized him perfectly on that play.
And the offense coordinator showed me something on that play, Brandon, because so often during a game, our cameras find them looking down at their play sheets, and you wonder if they're absorbing anything. He had something specific in mind, and he went to it, and it worked well.
Extra point by Ryland, up and good. And that will shave one more off this lead. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The visitors' offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And he's had things all his way in this first half. The numbers sensational as he'll look to add to them with another drive here. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in a minute. But first, time to give the folks at home a look at what's going on around the NFL. We'll get started over at the Superdome in New Orleans, where you see the final score there. Bo Nix, strong as ever, as his guys finished off the first half at 7-1. From there, we say, so long, America. Hello, England. As we head over the Atlantic to check out the action in London, where it was the Jags serving as the home team who were able to come away with the victory. Aaron Rodgers, 5 touchdown passes, leading his guys to the victory. And lastly, on Monday Night Football, another doubleheader. Ravens-Bucks at 8:15 Eastern, followed by Chargers-Cardinals from the desert 45 minutes later. We were treated to a solid first half out of the running back, Breece Hall. He had a touchdown run that helped get his guys this halftime lead. We saw a couple of high-octane offenses getting it done in the first half. Both teams had no problems moving the football. And you'd have to think, the team whose defense shows up in the second half is going to be the one who walks out of here with a victory.
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The visitors' offense and Breece Hall headed out onto the field. We take a look at the league leaders in receiving touchdowns out of the backfield. And his numbers are superior to the rest of his peers at this point in the season. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner.
Yeah, they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go, and it's going to bring up a third down. They'll run with Hall. And, oh, he's just going to be short here, barely, maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches.
From this vantage point, they've got the lead here. So for me, that'd be enough to go ahead and punt the football and let my defense defend the long field.
If you go for it, you don't get it, then you really put your defense in a tight spot.
Yeah, but we never know what people ultimately will decide to do here on 4th and inches.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. Pittsburgh set to take over again on offense. And they have had their problems moving the ball through the air as we take you through some of the action from earlier. This secondary has played about as well as you can. Many times they've left this quarterback with nowhere to go with the football. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. Here now, 3rd and a yard. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 74 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
They'll bring a tight end in motion left. They'll go to Barkley again. And he'll be pretty well stopped in his tracks. Give him a yard up to the 42.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. They'll run here with Raheem Mostert. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Here's Morstead now as he sends this one away. And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be spotted at the 14-yard line. So now out comes this offense led by their quarterback as they take over once more. And as we show you some of the highlights from earlier, he has been instrumental in getting his guys the lead as he looks to finish strong and close this one out. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what do we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis.
It's a gain of 6. First down, New York.
To the air goes Daniels. He finds his man, complete. It's Hardy. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Here's Daniels. Throwing quickly to Wilson. They only get 5 out of that quick slant, but that's good enough for a first.
A 5-yard gain on the play. First down, Jets.
Out of the gun, they run it with Hall. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Well, partner, I don't think it's any secret that any running back wants to be able to see a hole open so that he can gallop through it. But in this case, he had to slow down. There was really no hole there. And he took a big hit in order to get that 1 yard.
And he's just going to get rid of this thing to no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd. A terrible towels in full force now as the Steelers get set to defend this 3rd and long. From the shotgun, it's Daniels. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. Multiple defenders get to him there, and that is the 6th time he's been sacked in this ball game.
Like how they've started the 3rd quarter here. They force a punt on the first drive, and after this sack, it looks like they'll be forcing another one as well.
Absolutely. Maybe got their 2nd win coming out of the locker room. Here's J.K. Scott now as he's on to punt for New York. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. The Steelers offense and running back Saquon Barkley ready to get going again. And as you take a look at the numbers, you have to imagine he was the topic of the halftime talk for this defense. We've got to find a way to slow him down. That's probably what they're saying. But nothing that they have done has worked so far. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. The stop for no gain brings up 2nd and 10 from the 20. Now it's Darnold. This one brought in by Jefferson. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. Here is 3rd and 5.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
He'll drop to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
And finally, he's taken down at the 18. A big play that time for Pittsburgh. 45 yards.
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
To the air again, Darnold. And a quick throw here, that's complete. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the Jets' 13-yard line.
Here's a give to Barkley, and he'll fight his way down right around the 12. It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a 3rd down at 4 now. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Darnold from the gun. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Drake London, a 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Steelers have come back to make it a 2-point game. And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle third of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
They're going to throw for the 2 with Darnold. Flushed out, and now he's going to go down. A big sack, and they're unable to tie it.
They made the decision to go for 2. They didn't get it. They remained down by 2 points. Should they have kicked it there?
3rd quarter, I'm okay with it. Maybe 1st or 2nd, you don't. I don't know. What do you think?
Yeah, again, I keep coming back to I don't like to chase a lot of points.
Yeah.
But I also don't know what kicking an extra point being down 1 does for me.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And they'll have this all the way out to the 50-yard line. Excellent field position. The visitors' offense and their wide receiver getting set for this next possession. And you see the numbers for him into this 3rd quarter. They just pop off the screen. He has been open throughout. Straight ahead is Hall. And he's going to be brought down inside the 45 at the 43. 60 yards rushing for him now to this point. From the 43, it's 2nd and 3. Back to throw. Daniels. That's to the tight end, Wiley. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
It's a gain of 6. First down, New York.
They'll give to Hall. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front.
Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost getting into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
A 4-receiver set here, 3rd and 5. Looking to throw. Daniels working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage, and tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And it's caught. Touchdown. Michael Wilson. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Jets will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd.
So whatever happened to rookie quarterbacks taking time to adjust to life in the NFL? Because this guy looks like he's been doing it for about, 7 years? 4 touchdown passes? That's not something rookies are supposed to be doing with the ease in which he's doing it.
Patterson now for the extra point. And that makes it a 9-point game. So that drives 7 plays in length. And it ends with a Jet touchdown. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. Here's Darnold. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. And from the 34, here's 2nd and 4. A handoff, Barkley running left. And give him about 4 on the play, but he's marked short, so it'll be 3rd and about the length of the football. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Pittsburgh. It's the Steelers with the football, but trailing here as we get going in quarter number 4. A play fake, and it's Darnold. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a 1-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
Now Darnold. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Nick Bolton. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys, they've been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
Deebo Samuel trotting out with his offense to start this next drive. Oh, this defense, they wouldn't mind not seeing him again for a while. 3 trips to the end zone. How about that?
I think right now they would happily go to their general manager and say, is there any way you could get a trade for him? Bring him over to our team so we don't have to cover him anymore? Because he is really having a heck of a ball game, isn't he?
Boy, he is. I don't know that mid-game trade's going to happen, but good thought. To throw is Daniels. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Wilson. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 21 yards there on third down. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on third down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
Daniels looking to throw. Open man is Samuel, complete. The result, only 4 yards there on the play, and it'll be second down. Now Daniels. Back to Deebo Samuel for consecutive catches. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Paul on a give up the middle. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. First carry now for Alexander Madison. Only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive, take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
Daniels from the gun on third down. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Jaden Daniels, an 8-yard touchdown run. And the Jets are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this fourth quarter lead.
If you're going to play quarterback in the NFL, you've got to have great vision, and you've got to remain calm when things break down in the pocket. Both of those traits are on display there. He surveys the situation, sees the middle of the field open, so he's just going to step up and take it himself. Very well done there.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line.
You know, sometimes the guy on the defensive side of the ball, he just has a good feeling or a good read, and he unleashes defense on that one. Boy, they stopped them in a big way.
Yeah, I hate to be cliche, but sometimes we overanalyze. They just have more want. Looked like they had more want right there.
More want and more people to the ball.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. The home team's offense has Sam Darnold headed back out there. The Pittsburgh start their next drive. Not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some momentum. They were moving the football, but something to at least build on for this offense as they run back out here.
Yeah, you're right about that. Up until that last play, everything was working pretty well for this offense, gaining chunks of yardage, getting first downs, really making a push for the end zone, and looked like they had a nice rhythm going. Now you got to have a short memory here. Don't focus on the interception. Focus on what came before it and get back to it.
From the gun on third down, here's Darnold. Throw left side, taken in by Jefferson. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Fourth quarter, every drive's so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the second touchdown. You got the first one for the second one to even matter.
And they'll send the slot in motion left. Here's a fake on the jet sweep as they'll go instead with Barkley. And he'll take it across midfield down into jet territory. From the 48-yard line, here's a second down and 4. A shotgun snap for Darnold. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 38-yard line. A strong pickup of 11 keeps their drive alive. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. A handoff to Barkley. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
To Jefferson on the slant. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Justin Jefferson, 36 yards. And the Steelers get a bit closer. So this now a 9-point difference. You figure the book here says kick the extra point, make it a one-score game.
Now, you and I have seen coaches get overly aggressive in this spot, but I agree with you. Kick it here and get back within a score.
And now in a 9-point game, they'll still just need to go for one here. As this gets them back within a touchdown and a 2-point conversion. So that drive in total 8 plays. And it was all capped off by Justin Jefferson's touchdown reception. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. This offense making its way back out, led by their wide receiver. And he's looking to finish strong. He has been the star of the show as they have just had absolutely no answers for him defensively. They go play action. Daniels. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Greg Newsome. And what a return as he brings this all the way back down to the 20-yard line.
I think he thought he had his first read open on that one, but they were obviously ready for that throw, and that's just a lack of experience showing. Young quarterback stared his man down the whole way, and they were more than happy to sit on that route and bring home the INT.
The Steeler offense set to regain possession. The interception sets them up with an opportunity to erase this fourth quarter deficit. Now this series could very well determine our outcome. And he is going to lose yardage here. It was Matt Judon that time who worked his way in to blow that play up.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Darnold under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Levante David able to drop him that time for his second sack of the evening.
Well, this has turned into an absolute week to forget for this quarterback. Multiple sacks. Pair that with multiple turnovers. As far as he's concerned, if he ever sees this defense again, it'll be way too soon.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. To throw is Darnold. And that is incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw him break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
And this one is right down the middle. And that'll get the lead down to 5. So an interesting call there to take the 3. I mean, I guess they're thinking that their hands were tied, but, you know, 4th quarter, that field goal might not help them that much in the end.
Yeah, eventually they're going to need the touchdown. The thinking must have been they didn't feel confident about picking it up there, hoping maybe on defense they can get better field position, get a turnover, get a better play, and then they'll have a chance to attack the end zone.
Deebo Samuel trotting out with his offense to start this next drive. And now he's inching closer to a 200-yard game. He's been so solid.
And he's really denting the pride of the guys playing defense, too, because there's certain barriers that you just don't want to give up. You never want to give him a 100-yard rusher, a 100-yard receiver. He's closing in on 200 yards. Wow, that's a really big game.
They'll go Madison up the middle. Yeah, he'll fight for a couple as the tackle is made at about the 32.
And this is the worry because sometimes you get a little too predictable in spots like this. You know you're going to run the ball, but they know you're going to run the ball as well. And now you look up and you're staring at an important third down.
Working out of the gun, Daniels. He dumps this one off here to Hall. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. I hate to surrender the football when you're nursing a slim lead, but they're going to have to punt it away. Trust that defense.
It's the right play at this stage of the game as well. You don't need to press it here because you do have that little bit of a cushion, and you count on your D to make it stand up.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The Steelers ready to take over on offense. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead. Here's Darnold. That's to the rookie from Texas, Adnan Mitchell. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on 2nd and a couple. Off of play action, Darnold. This one brought in by Jefferson. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 7 catches for him now, and this last one, a 1st down. Darnold. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Play action. It's Darnold. Complete. This is Mitchell. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Adnan Mitchell, 52 yards. And the Steelers use the defensive breakdown to take the lead away here in the 4th. So from 3 scores down, these guys have fought all the way back to grab the lead. And I'll just tell people what happened when they went up 3 scores. I wrote on your paper 2 words, game over, and now I'm eating those words. I was wrong.
A little salt, a little pepper, goes down pretty easily.
I will admit when I make a mistake.
Well, it looked like it was going that way. This is one of those paging Frank Reich moments, and I can't believe I just brought that up, because Frank Reich at Maryland in college did it to my Tennessee Volunteers, and that was a big reason why my team lost.
Sounds like you still harbor some pain from that game.
You know, we still got a little time to work it out with the doctor.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30. Deebo Samuel trotting out with his offense to start this next drive. So far, he has the trio of touchdowns. Obviously, it's been a pretty good game for him.
So if this were hockey, they'd be throwing their hats out on the ice for the hat trick, right? I'm not sure exactly what you do in the NFL except applaud and continue to hope you see a little bit more of this. What a tremendous game.
You want to start a new tradition? What can we throw on the field?
I don't know.
Throw your mic out there.
A lot of fans would like that. Cut his mic off.
3 touchdowns so far. Forced out to his left. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. They'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down. Throwing now is Daniels. A short throw, and that's hauled in by Mayer. Three points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here.
Well, if you've been waiting all day for this Sunday night has been worth the wait. It's 3rd down here.
Back to throw.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1.
Very sharp here to start this drive, 3 for 3.
Yeah, I like the way he's running this 2-minute drill. Very sharp, very precise in throwing the football.
It returns it right back to Samuel.
And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Back to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. He'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has not received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
A bullet throw, but incomplete.
With that incompletion, reality is staring them right in the face. This entire game is down to the next snap.
Too far for a field goal. They've got to go. It's 4th down. Daniels going to throw for it.
A hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Steelers, they're going to take over an excellent field position. So the defense has to stay out and get one more stop. They were able to do it, forcing the incompletion.
So on their record, that goes down as a successful play. Doesn't matter how they got there, how it happened. They got it done. They're the ones that are jubilant.
And the knee is taken for the Steelers out of the victory formation. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout, as they'll get it with just a shade under a minute to go in the game. And they'll indeed take a knee. So he'll take a knee here to wrap this one up, and he's going to want to keep that game ball. He was sensational. Here's Thomas Morstead now. He's been terrific so far.
What a game we were treated to in this one. And on that final play, they had a chance. They had the ball just beyond midfield for one final shot, but couldn't get it done, and they suffered the loss.
Yeah, and you mentioned how they had a chance on that final play, and getting it to midfield gave them that opportunity, hoping they could find their way to the end zone and make that miracle happen. A really good ending to an entertaining contest, though.
So for Pittsburgh, they move back over 500 now at 4-3. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for the Jets, the loss drops them back to 4-3 so far. And they'll look to get back in the winning column next week as they head to Foxborough to face off against the New England Patriots. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon